What's up, you guys? NIO did report earnings last week, and it was a pretty good earnings call overall. I'll go over the earnings numbers and all that kind of stuff, but oh boy, NIO is doing and making some big moves that is absolutely going to be setting them up for success. I'm going to be going over them in this video, so make sure that you stay tuned for the whole entire video because I was a bull on NIO before this, and I'm even more bullish now because the huge thing is NIO is trying to compete with Tesla, and it's absolutely phenomenal. And I think they're going to be able to do it, and I can't wait. And oh my God, it makes me so excited. If you guys can, do me a favor, absolutely obliterate that like button, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, make sure that you ring that bell, just beat it with a bat, tickle it, poke it, do whatever you need to do to make sure that all three of them are lit up because, oh my God, I cannot wait to dive into this with you guys. So to start it off, let's go over their earnings first because their earnings was absolutely good. So quarter one deliveries was 20,060 vehicles, which is good. Really good. They definitely beat Q4, which was 17,353. The huge thing to highlight here was vehicle margin was 21.2% compared with a negative 7.4% in the first quarter of 2020 and 17.2% in the fourth quarter of 2020. So their vehicle margin is going up, which means they're becoming more profitable, which is amazing. The other huge thing that I really want to highlight here is the gross margin was 19.5% compared with negative 12.2% in the first quarter of 2020 and 17.2% in the fourth quarter, which is awesome. So not only was their vehicle margin there, their gross margin increased too, which is awesome. Their revenues were up, which is good. So the huge thing was, I think their net loss was 68.8 million in the first quarter of 2021, representing a decrease of 73.3% from the first quarter in 2020, a decrease of 67.5% from the fourth quarter in 2020. Excluding share-based compensations, adjusted net loss was RMB of 300 US of 54.1 million in the first quarter of 2021, representing a decrease of 78.6% from the first quarter of 2020 and a decrease of 73.3% from the fourth quarter of 2020. So overall, very bullish news. The huge thing that I want to highlight here, and let me blow this up for you guys because I know this chart's probably a little bit on the small side. So Q1, So the huge thing is vehicle sales, 7,405.8. Don't know how you have a 0.8 of a vehicle, but overall margin increased, revenue increased, gross profit increased, gross margin increased. Loss of operations. Remember, NIO did have to shut down their facility for 5 working days. So that was definitely going to affect it. So we do see that here in the numbers. The huge thing is the adjusted loss from operations is 199. Your net loss is 451 versus 1,388.6, which is great. So overall, NIO is becoming a more profitable company, which is phenomenal. This is going to lead me into my next thing. NIO Park officially kicks off. And essentially what this is going to be a giant facility where, like you can see, they're going to build all their vehicles. And the whole goal of NIO Park is to have an annual capacity of 1 million vehicles and 100 gigawatt battery, which is phenomenal. Tesla right now is trying to ramp up their production of their Model 3 to 1 million vehicles. That, like, to give you a hint, if Tesla can sell 1 million vehicles this year, that is a huge mark for them. NIO is on the way to trying to compete with Tesla by selling 1 million vehicles and a 100 gigawatt battery, which is awesome. This is really huge news. And then on top of this, NIO is announced their expansion plan on May 6th, and what we need to know. NIO is expanding in Europe, which is going to be phenomenal, and they're moving into the country of Norway, which has the largest EV vehicle per person per capita in the whole entire world. That is awesome. So this is definitely very bullish news for NIO. And this is exactly what we needed. Our earnings was good. We have bullish news catalysts behind it. And if we hop here into the chart and take a look at the chart, we had a green day, ladies and gentlemen, on Friday, which was awesome. We had an absolute rip here in the morning. All of this news really just helped propel the stock upwards. The broader market, keep in mind, was negative. NIO, positive. We outperformed the market on Friday, which is awesome. And I love the fact that we can say that about NIO. The huge thing is we have this lovely run up. We hit a high of 41.21. We know we do have resistance here around 41.20. So that definitely is a level of resistance that we're encountering. We do have a level of support here sitting around $40. So I'm going to highlight that in here. And the huge thing is we did close at 39.84. So we did close below that psychological and technical support of $40. However, we had a very bullish day, and next week is only going to be more bullish for NIO because we get the announcement on May 6th publicly, which is going to be huge. Keep in mind, mark your calendars. May 6th, I believe, is going to be on Thursday, which is great. So hopefully NIO has a very positive week. I anticipate that we're going to be having a very positive week. I wouldn't be surprised if we do a little bit of consolidation because what I'm starting to see here a little bit, and this is bull me thinking, but I'm starting to see what looks like a little bit of a bull flag. So we had this rip essentially from 37.33 all the way up to our high of, what was this, 41.22. And then we consolidated down a little bit. So what I'm going to be looking for over the next couple of days is, are we going to be consolidating down, or are we just going to make some form of bullish move to the upside? I wouldn't put it out of the cards of us making a bullish move to the upside, because if that does happen, that would be absolutely phenomenal. We definitely have the news catalyst behind it, and I definitely can see it. The huge thing that I do want to highlight here on the 5-day chart is our RSI is sitting at 66, so it is sitting really, really high. We are approaching overbought territory. Keep in mind, anything above 70 on the RSI is considered overbought. Anything below 30 on the RSI is considered oversold. So you really want to be trading between that 30 and 70 range, and then 50 is often referred to as neutral. So you're not in technically bullish or bearish territory kind of thing. So keep that in mind. The huge thing to highlight here also is we do have a bullish MACD going here into the after hours. We essentially have the crossover at the bell, which is huge. But if we hop out here to the 1 month, 1 hour chart, we can really see the movement of NIO. Now, the huge thing I really want to highlight here is that we're trading technically right now between our 200-day moving average and our 60-day moving average, but our 15-day moving average is lagging down here. Keep in mind, all these indicators are lagging. They are not future indicators, but we are going to have this crossover. So I honestly believe tomorrow, if we have a slight green day, if not a day of consolidation, we will make this bullish crossover of our 200 moving average. Now, what happened last time that we crossed over a 200-day moving average? We had a rip. We had a nice rip here from, what was that, from 37.49 all the way up to 38.73. So we definitely can move. If we get this crossover here, we're going to be definitely putting ourselves in bullish territory, which is what I'm going to be looking for. When we take a look here at the MACD, we have a bullish crossover here on the MACD, essentially right at the open at 9:30, because we utterly ripped in the morning, which was awesome. Just absolutely loved it. And the huge thing is we have the continuation, and we're about to cross over the equilibrium. The huge thing, though, is this move between Thursday and Friday is definitely very volatile. So keep that in mind. It is definitely a very volatile move. So we do need to cool off the MACD. That's why I'm not saying I wouldn't be surprised if we do a little bit of consolidation. But we're starting to form, and I might be jumping on this a bit early. Might be getting myself a little bit too excited. But what would be a bull flag here in the next couple of days is what I would be looking at. Is what are we doing here? How are we doing? Come on, Weevil. Oh, really? When I grab that point, you're gonna move it? How are we doing here in the next couple of days? Are we still continuing this trend, or have we broken through this flag? The huge thing is we don't want to break the support here. Well, we don't want to break down through this bull flag. If we can avoid that, that would be good, but it would be a bear sign. It would be definitely a trend reversal. We had a huge trend reversal here on Friday. If we break down even more, okay, maybe we might just need to give up a little bit more before we make our bullish move to the upside. But honestly, with all these positive news catalysts, I would not be surprised if NIO is making a bullish move to the upside, because oh my god, the stock is primed and ready to go. I can see here, got my confirmation here on the MACD. I have my RSI sitting here at neutral because we were oversold going into the market on Friday. So keep that in mind. If we hop out here to the day chart, the huge thing is we have our 15-day moving average above our 200-day moving average. We have our 60-day moving average in a downward channel. So that is definitely something that we do want to cross back over. Last time we crossed above the 60-day moving average in a positive direction was all the way back here. Wow. 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 Wowzers. So this would be definitely a new trend of us breaking above the 60-day moving average, essentially from the start of NIO. So we do have the crossover here, and you can see that when we had that crossover, we did have that sell down, but we are seeming to be supported by our 200-day moving average here, which is a good sign that the stock doesn't want to move down below $200, which is not $200, the 200 moving average. I wish this stock was at $200. Oh my god, that would be awesome. But RSI sitting here 49.71. We do still have that bullish MACD, which is good. We have the crossover here on the 31st of March. So we still are in bullish territory on the day territory. And even with all this positive news, I think we're going to be making a move to the upside. And what I would anticipate is looking at 41.20 and then testing that 60-day moving average at 44.15. Now, the other huge thing to keep in mind is we did also have a few analysts downgrade the price target of NIO from $70 to $60. Pardon me. And I believe that Bank of America also recently did it, I think as of this weekend. So fact check me on that one. But overall for NIO, I remain incredibly bullish about this stock. The articles that I've read in the earnings report is absolutely beautiful, and I'm absolutely excited about NIO. If you guys can, just let me know your thoughts about NIO down below in the comments section. Are you incredibly bullish on it? Like, what's your position kind of thing? Like, I'm so excited about this. Like, I cannot wait for the 6, and I cannot wait to see what they're doing moving forward, because they are making large moves and they are definitely becoming a competitor within China. And hopefully they can rival Tesla soon, so we can see this stock just go to the moon kind of thing. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.